Okay, so today, I will talk about the integrated development environments, which is IDE. Okay, so the IDE is combine all the tools needed to write, compile, debug a program into a single software applications. So example are Microsoft Visual C++, Boolean C++ Builder, Code Warrior, Wing Personal IDE, Spider, and so on. So for this slide, okay, this video I will show you how to use the Wing IDE and okay. So this is example the integrated development environments, the Wing IDE. So let me open the software for you to know how is it and then how to use it. So from this you can see that at my left bottom side there is a button here. Okay, after you install the Wing IDE, you can see that this is Wing IDE Personal 6.1. So I click on it. Okay, so now let me open it. Okay, so this is opening the Wing-based Python IDE. Okay, so I'm opening it now. So you can see that the Wing tips, okay, you can close it. So this is the Wing IDE. So here you can see that you can have file, edit, source, project, debug, tools, windows. Okay, and then so you want to start, you can have create a new file. So if you want to have to open the existing file, you can click this. Let's say you want to create a new file, then you click this. Okay, so you can see that here you have an untitled one, okay, py. So you can type the codings here, okay, and then you can also open the file. So let's say you have existing file you want to open, so you can click open. Okay, so I want to open the existing file. I can go to the my located file. Okay, so I will open the example file. So okay, let me open my file. Okay, will not drag here my joke. Okay, I want to open the file for today's hello. So okay, let me explain to you. So if you want to start the type, so okay, so now you can open also your IDE, so you can start your very first coding. Okay, we will go to the most basic one, so you can start with this. Okay, so you can type this print in the bracket, okay, quotation mark, hello UTSM, and then you close the quotation mark. So you can pause this video for 1 to 2 minutes and then you type this. Okay, okay, so let's say you finish typing this. Okay, here is a button. If you want to click save this active document, then you click save. Or else there's another way is, okay, you can start or continue debugging the next breakpoint or exception. So if you directly click this, okay, it will also ask you to save. So environment, use project setting and blah blah blah. Okay, for this, okay, so you can save this. So it will ask you save the following files. The selected files will be saved. You will be prompted to name any untitled files. So you click save the directed file. Okay, so here you can rename it. So I suggest you to make a name. Okay, you don't put untitled 1, 2, 3. So later when you want to open it, you don't know what is it. So if you already type hello world, the name of it, first file. Okay, whatever name you want to save, but you need to make sure that you understand that file name is giving you what is that file means for. So you click save. Okay, so after you click save, okay, it will run for you directly. Okay, so you come out. If there is no error, then it will show you hello world, hello UTSM. This is the first file you save. Okay, so hello UTSM file. So actually this is the first program you make. Okay, so this one you print out the result. So if you click run, it will run again. Okay, you will run your hello UTSM. So okay, then we go back to the slide. Okay, so this is your first. You can follow this and then you do this. Okay, so what is a program made of? So common element in a programming language. So I'll explain to you what is the elements for the program. Okay, we have keywords, programmer defined identifiers, operators, punctuations, and syntax. Okay, so this program is another programs here. Okay, in this video I will show you is this program is calculate the area of rectangular. So you have to type this in a program. Okay, you can open this slide and then at side and then you can open the coding and then you type this. Okay, so let me show you the program. So okay, I go back to my program and then I open the file that I already typed. Okay, I prepared this file. Okay, so if the wording is too small, you can just press Ctrl plus and then it will bigger the size. So you can see that you type this. Okay, so you have this program is to calculate. This is in green color. Okay, this is in green color, and then print. It will show you the output, and then area calculators for rectangular, and then print this length, width, area, and print this. So let me run it. So you have to do it because okay, I already saved it, so you will not ask me to save. So if you not just save it, then you have to do it. Okay, so enter the length. So I enter 2. Okay, and then I enter 3. Okay, so the area of rectangular is 6. So it will tell you the rectangular is 6. So you can see that you print this. Okay, enter length. It will show you enter length, and then enter width, and then it will calculate the area and then show you the answer. So let me explain the elements of each. Okay, so you can see that this is a program. So keywords is also known as the reserved words. So have a special meanings in Python. Cannot be used for any other purpose. Means that you cannot use it for other purposes. So already has its meanings. Okay, so you cannot use it for variables name and so on. So keywords in the program one is print, float, and input. Okay, so in the programming language for the Python, you can see that print is to show you the output, to display the output. That's why you use print. And then float is for the number with decimal points. Okay, with floating numbers. Input is getting the input from the user. Okay, just now when I show you the example, you can see the enter length. Okay, so it will tell the user to key in the number, and then it will store it as decimal points number as input. Okay, so this is the keywords. It's already set in the program for certain meanings. Okay, so define identifier is the names made out by the programmer. You can name it. Okay, not part of the C++ language, and then used to represent various things. Okay, so variables. Okay, it will have the memories, locations, function, and anything. So in this program, you have length, width, and area as a name. So you can see that you need to have names, the length, width, and area, and then you define it as floating number, and then you ask the user, okay, for the length, you ask the user for the width, and then the area here you are not asking the user, but it is equal to length times width. Okay, so this is the identifier. Identify the things that you want to do. And then the operators used to perform operations on data. So what you want to operate on the data, you need to have the operators. So there are many types of operators. You have the arithmetic operator type, like the multiplications, okay, additions, okay, and so on. And then assignments, you have like you assign the value of this and that. So we will have more videos coming, and then it will have more details on it. So for example, in the in this program just now you type, okay, you can have the assignment. So you assign the weight is equal to the input from the user for the numbers of width. Okay, and then area is equal to length times width. So this is the operators. Okay, this is arithmetic operators. So punctuations. Punctuation is the character that marks the end of a statement or that separate items in a list. So you can see that in the program 1, you have the quotation mark. Okay, area calculator for rectangle. So if you use this quotation mark, you will print. When you want to use print, you want to show outputs, you must have this quotation mark. Okay, it will start with the quotation mark and end with the quotation mark. Okay, so and then also if you end it and then you want to have something, you need to have the semicolon. So the quotation mark is to you to print a statement, and then the semicolon here is you print this area of rectangular is. And then you want to call the area, okay, call the variable, you want to show the result, you need to have the quotation mark, and then you put the area. Okay, and the semicolon, sorry, just now. And syntax. What is syntax? Syntax is the rule of grammar that must be followed when writing a program. You cannot change the sequence. Okay, control the elements of the keywords, punctuations. Programmers define symbols and punctuation. So syntax is the rules of that grammars that you need to follow when you write a program. You cannot reverse, like you put at the left and then put at the right and wrong, and then you display the output before you get the input and so on. You must follow the sequence. Okay, and variable is a name storage location in the computer memories to holding a piece of data. So in the program 1, we use 3 variables, the length, the width, and the areas. Okay. So the variable definitions, okay, to create a variable in a program, you must write a variable definitions. So how you declare it, okay? So here's an example from the program, like, okay, this is another example, sorry. So float, hours, rate, and pay. So here you can see that this, for this example, for the example just now, the hours, rate, and pay all are the floating number, which means it is not integer, but it is floating number that can store the decimal points number, like 1.1, 1.3, 1.05, like that. Okay, there are many different types of data which you will learn in this course. And variable holds a specified data, like specific types of data like string, integers, floating numbers, and then the variable definition specifies the type of data a variable can hold and the variable names. And then the variable definitions like float, hours, rate, and pay. Okay, and then the word float define that the variables can hold the floating numbers. Okay, so input, processing, and output. So 3 steps that a program typically performs. Okay, first, you need to have the input data from the keyboard or from the files on the disk drive. Second, you need to process the input. Okay, like just now you calculate the area, you ask the input of length and width. And then after that, you process the input data, become area equal to length times width. And then after that, you finish it, then you display the output. Okay, send it to the screen and write a file. So the programming process, okay. So first you need to clearly define what is the program to do. And then you visualize the program running on the computer. Use the design tools such as hierarchy, chart, flowchart, or pseudocode. This one learns from the previous video, okay, how you need to draw the flowchart and pseudocode. And then check the model for logical errors, okay, any errors like the step you prepared. And then number 5, which is a today, you, okay, type the code, save it, and compile it. Correct any errors found during compilations. If you compile it and then you errors, then it will show you which is the error line, and then you need to fix it. Okay, repeat step 5 and 6 as many times as necessary. Run the program with test data for input. Here's mean you need to type, like just I type 2 times 3. 2 times 3 you know is 6. If let's say the answer show you other than 6, means that something wrong. Okay, when you assign the punctuation, you might assign something wrong. So that's why you need the operators. You assign the operators and so on, you might assign something wrong, then you will affect the data. Then correct any errors found while running the program. Repeat step 5 and 8 as many times as possible if necessary, and validate the result of the program. Okay, so procedural and object-oriented project. So procedural programming is focused on the process, okay, and written in the process data. And object-oriented programming focus is only on the object which is contain the data and means to be manipulate the data. Message sent to the object to perform operations. So what you have to do it now is, after I show you the 2 examples, so now you need to write a tutorial which is I will attach in the Google form for you guys. Okay, write a program to print the output. You need to print the output like the hello UTM now, but you need to type this. Okay, and then write a program that will print your name and matrix number. Please use the programming instruction that you have learned to produce a creative output. So what you have to do now is, okay, you need to do something like the hello world, but then you need to write your the first and second questions. It's all asking you to do the print something, like print your names, print your matrix. Okay, please attach a file for the submissions. I will check it for you. Okay, see you guys next video. Okay, bye bye.